Hello students. Today we will see Taylor's 5 principles of scientific management. So this theory was formulated by Taylor when there was factory system all over the world. Around mid of 19th century factory system developed due to industrial revolution in Europe, and then started the concept of large scale production. That means under the same roof more of the products were produced, and due to that economies of scale was available and capitalism also grew. And at that time laborers or the workers were only seen as an object for accomplishing work in the factory. They were not seen as human. So when this ran for a long time, then a rage of unsatisfaction grew among laborers that the capitalists are earning profits due to only the effort of laborers, and there should be a complete satisfaction in working somewhere. And also for management it became rather easier if the workers are well satisfied. Becomes easier to manage the whole firm. So thinking at that time, Taylor formulated this scientific management formula. So let's see what are the 5 rules. Those are science, not rule of thumb, harmony, not discord, mental revolution, cooperation, not individualism, and development of each and every person to his or her greatest efficiency and prosperity. So first thing is science, not rule of thumb. Earlier what happened, there was an autocratic management everywhere, and proprietors or the higher level managers decided what to do. So this was known as a rule of thumb when somebody only implies his decisions on somebody, but later on there should be a science. It was felt that there is a need of science in every work. So even a small activity like loading some material into a truck needs some science, and by application of different scientific methods we can reduce the cost and reduce the human effort also. So this should be a science and not rule of thumb. Again, the second point was harmony, not discord. There should be harmony between management and the other lower level workers. So if there is a discord in the employees, then it will lead to dissatisfaction, and ultimately that will turn into an industrial dispute. So there should be a harmony, and always there should be complete change in attitude and outlook of workers and management towards each other. And it can be made possible by sharing a part of surplus with workers, so that uh, both have the same target, both have the same goal or objective, like earning more profit. Earning more profit is goal for proprietors, but if workers are getting a part of that surplus, then it becomes also beneficial for them to work in such a manner that more of profit can be earned. So it will integrate the efforts of lower level management and higher level managers. Again, mental evolution should be there. That means there should be a complete change in attitude of workers and managements towards each other, and both should realize that they are working in the same concern and on different levels, and each one's job is similarly important to the whole organization. And management should also support the workers, and workers should also cooperate with management so that a firm can run smoothly. Again, cooperation should be there, not individualism. Individualism means when somebody is taking help of other person only, but cooperation means when everyone is helping each other. So there should be a cooperation among the employees, so that it will lead to harmony, and again it will lead to better production quality and levels. Again, the fifth one is that development of each and every person to his greatest efficiency. That means the person who can do the job best should be put on that job only. Everyone has different skills and mental abilities or physical abilities, and seeing the abilities, if we match the job profile with the abilities, then we get the best result. So these are all the five. Now it may seem very simple because all of the firm are just following these principles, but at that time it was really a new one, and it was a revolutionary idea to follow the five principles. If a manager is following these five principles, then it will be easier for the firm to run. So thank you. In the next video I will deal with Fayol's principles. Thanks.